WSOP. Can you close that or give me 2 seconds, chat. I know on Twitch and YouTube we can't hear everyone else. I'm just going to sort it out real quick. Here we go.
Sop doesn't need that.
YouTube Twitch is now sorted.
He's going to be self-sufficient going in and doing his thing. So that's my narrative for this game, these two players.
And do not just forget the kind of style clash that we have here and what we've kind of highlighted already, but also the experience diff. You have Sop that literally just came into VCT this stage to join this FUT roster, going up against someone that has quite literally lifted the champs trophy. So I'm interested to see if Sop continues this kind of confidence approach.
Sop is actually a good player. I feel like he'll do well against NRG. If NRG hasn't like fully fixed their issues.
Yeah, it is very curious. In fact, Jen Lee got to have a quick chat with them, so let's see how he's feeling coming into today.
Jen here with Mata of NRG. Mata, going up against FUT, what are your plans to deal with their fast tempo, and how do you neutralize their aggression?
I think the most important thing is just playing, playing how we know
how to,
and doing things that we always do in practice to shut down aggressive teams like that. What they do doesn't really matter. It's all about us.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thank you.
Pink Danger can do go versus NRG. What?
I'm loving the Omen look he's sporting.
Can you English that, Jimmy?
Right
Can you
now.
English that?
But what do you guys make of the energy he was kind of mentioning about coming into this match?
I'm not so sure. I think NRG are a team that likes the game plan. They're going to be looking at footage. The idea that's just about playing our game kind of vibe, I don't quite agree with. I think that as well, if they're not doing that kind of preparation, looking at a team that's very aggressive, then that's annoying because I've already set this up as a team that struggles against maybe that aggressive style. And they need to go back to the drawing board after that Lev game and see what went wrong in some of those moments.
Yeah, I think during the Lev game, we kind of saw adaptations, but almost as though they were coming in too late, which was what Lev were able to capitalize on. And I think FUT will be able to have a very similar approach today. We heard from Mada there how they're just going to focus on their own game and not let that kind of get in their heads too much. But I think that FUT are such a disruptive team that you're going to be forced to be in your own head with the way that they style up.
We're going to watch it on.
I see a lot
of
confidence for FUT, but despite their performance against Lev, Scuba had a good day against them, actually.
Okay, chat, we're going. We're Gecko now. We're Gecko. Big Danger can do good. Fast energy.
Coming into a little bit lower form, but in the last game, he was the player.
Not right now, I'll tell you.
I think
I'm washed. I don't think I could.
Can step up right now because it seems like right now.
Gets suspended in your live video due to recognition such 10 minutes due to his reproduced content such as pre-recorded or copied content.
Not playing like his usual self.
Appeal.
Players are going missing all over the place. Coach Bonker said that
unless TikTok actually doesn't allow you to watch party, unless you actually authorized by Valorant, then.
Be a bit more rejuvenated in this game.
I think for Scuba, he is your trusty, reliable anchor when we consider this NRG roster, and I think for him, he needs to actually be able to rely on his teammates to be able to gather as much information across the map so that he knows what to expect and what's coming towards his site.
How you doing, Jimmy? How you doing, brother? I need to put us in the right spot.
Kind of team before they actually decide to explode out into those executes. So for him, he's not just relying on his own individual performance, but also how much information can the rest of the team be able to find on the map. He's mentioned that he's struggled at times playing against this Chamber, Phoenix, and Jet, and these are all agents that FUT have been tapping into recently. And we've also seen FUT take that extra space when they get into those post-plant situations.
Crowd looks very empty today as well, actually. It was quite empty yesterday as well, chat. If I send you, if I put it on screen quick, chat. This is how empty the stage was yesterday, or like the arena.
Yeah, so Lotus is a very likely map today, and NRG.
This is how empty it was yesterday.
I think that there is one thing that FUT could do to disrupt NRG's defense completely. So here are the key players.
It is very empty yesterday.
On this mound,
that was during the Global Esports Fast. Not Global, that was during Zyli Gaming versus DRG.
And the Vice. They've been winning all the time against that, and that
to
play. And so
That's Global Esports versus Full Sense. I mean, that's also during the same game. It's literally just so empty in general. I'm glad the arena's quite empty as well today again. Doing good, about to try get my hour back. Hey, Jimmy, just because you never answered my DMs yesterday and today, I hope you lose your games. Anyway.
Contain this C position, and once again NRG can rotate over to B and A and match the four.
I have not been listening to what Mimi's been saying. I like Mimi on Desto because he actually is a good analyst. We can see that in the VCT. But like, I have not listened to this one at all. I don't know what he's saying on this one. What's the plan?
But then in reaction, Mada can't push down on Rubble because this Viper has already got the position with their and can always threaten
me again. That's good to know.
So for today, big picture, what I'm looking at is are FUT gonna play that?
I'm not allowed to watch Party and VCT on TikTok, I don't think. So wow, that's crazy.
If they don't play that Viper, how are they gonna
I know I'm technically not authorized once, I should be doing it anyway. Ish.
From Coach Mini
but
here at
yeah.
the analyst desk. Thank you so much for that. And earlier we asked which team you're backing to make it out of Swiss today. So the results are in. It's of course one of these four teams who's going to
what about
here. And
round 3 set at Valorant Masters? The last card fan for ones who pick who you have taken this round.
Global Esports. So what do you guys? Mini, you're making
Global wins this as well. Global and NRG, they clear. It might be a close game for FUT and NRG. Global Esports, I don't think it'll be that close on XLG. I feel like the first game will be like very quick. Second map for XLG and GE, I feel like it might be a bit fast one.
When we consider how they play regionally, but yeah, I think 61%, that's pretty high for GE, and fair enough for it. I think for me, I'm a little bit worried that FUT are down at the 10%. Maybe I've not been selling this FUT top 3 narrative enough.
You know what? I want to give you your moment to sell FUT, okay? Because I think NRG as the reigning champs right now they are, you know, I think a lot of people are very confident in them right now. So tell us about FUT. Tell us why they're going to be winning today.
Listen, big man, like not.
Back to their first international event since missing.
Is it just my shoulder? Like wait, it's
quite literally a new era. You've seen all these young players.
There you go.
Sop is going to sop all over them. He's been crazy this event. Okay. I'm coming across a little bit biased.
Yeah, we'll do this instead.
I want full bias. Like, give it to us.
People usually would like look at the experience of NRG.
There you go, got man there.
Maybe it's a safe option. But
where's the tactic back next?
Dare to take a risk.
Yeah,
I like it.
2-1 NRG today.
Oh my god. I don't know. I kind of
get off your box. Get off your box right now.
Squeeze.
On NRG side, which Mini is believing in. Let's get Brock's on their loss to Lev. Here he is in our HyperX player moment.
Hi guys, it's NRG Brock. So like against
wish it squeaks, but they haven't put a squeaker in there. The way it's built feels like there is a squeaker, but there's no squeaker.
We just gotta go next. I think Leviathan came up with some new attack side stuff on Pro, at least, that we haven't seen yet from them. So yeah, they adapted a little bit that we didn't see before.
Leviathan want to fight into the spawn with the door closed. It could be an option, but they're going to break it immediately. That's going to tell NRG where this play is coming through. It's going to get Brock.
Hey, Craig, do you want to join in on the watch party, or what are you doing today, Craig?
The stage has been feeling really amazing here. The crowd's good. The fans are nice after meeting them after, but yeah, it's been good. To all the fans, thank you for the support. I really appreciate it.
Okay, the arena doesn't look too empty, but everyone's at the front right now, so it's kind of hard to say.
I think both of these teams are feeling a little
fair
bit
though,
of tension, a lot
of people always stand at the front. Not everyone sits down actually. There's always at least like 20-ish people standing out front throughout the entire maps. I know during XLG and DRG, I haven't sat down once. I was standing for all 3 maps.
Yeah, and as I said before, Bonka, with the experience of his coaching, knowing that they need a little bit of a break, what is 4 extra streams going to do? Not a lot. So I think that hopefully if they've taken a little bit of time off, can rejuvenate a little bit, and that form can look a lot better today.
But I don't know about
on that lower bracket run.
Well,
the GE versus Full Sense. I didn't watch map 1 at all. I was in the post conference for Zyla Gaming.
Alright,
Mada versus AJ? Oh, Zeus.
Operator, is that Deagle?
Just go for the sheriff,
sorry,
though.
not Deagle.
Oh! Wait, Mada's getting sat. Wait.
crazy. I thought it was
Ooh.
a gentleman's agreement, you know, with the sheriff, and Zeus is coming in this looking really confident.
It's good, it's good. What? She should just use the sheriff every single time.
Is Zeus your sheriff demon?
Yeah, Matt is gone, bro. Matt is so washed.
Yeah,
If-
if now, I mean, one thing for
If Zeus is going to shoot like this today, it's a GG's, we won.
We see Sop jump onto the kind of snipers, and then
Too early to stream, probably gonna play later though.
The sheriff. That was a nice little warm up.
Yeah,
L excuse,
what a
L
way to start
excuse.
this match. In fact, let's see what they ended up doing in the map veto.
Alright, welcome guys. Let's do the map veto real quick for FUT versus NRG. FUT won the skirmish, yet they're choosing the side.
Team B.
Alright, FUT picked Team B, NRG is banning the first map.
Bro, Bunker self-promoting. Bunker is self-promoting.
Then
Respect.
Lotus banning.
Ban Breeze.
Breeze is also banned. Now, NRG picking.
Pick Lotus.
Okay. And side
Yeah, you pick Lotus because of Brook.
Attack.
attack. Then your map pick.
Haven.
Okay. Then
I'm not gonna lie, we've seen a lot of Haven in this VCT so far.
Then we have Ascent, Fracture, and Pearl.
Especially over the last couple of days, I saw a lot of Haven. It's kind of annoying.
Ascent is banned. Last two maps are Fracture and Pearl, and you are banning.
We ban Pearl.
Pearl is banned. Deciders, Fracture, Energy pick in the side.
Fracture and Haven, very common.
Right,
Lotus,
then I will give you a quick recap. We start with Lotus.
I haven't seen much of.
Attacks. Then we have Haven, Energy defense, and if we
Ascent, I
have
don't think I've seen
Energy
once.
attacks.
I don't think I've seen one
Alright,
Ascent.
thank you guys. Good luck.
I don't think. I'm trying to remember now. I'm going to VLR. Check
Yeah, I
VLR.
think NRG are going to really like that map pool there. I think that they got a lot of maps there that they like. FUT going into Haven, picking into that, when NRG
See if there's any
have not
Ascent.
lost that in stage 1 so far. So I
Yes,
do
there was no Ascent.
continue my NRG kind of praise here. I think that Lotus, like we saw, that's a map that NRG
The other
played a
day,
lot,
on NRG
especially
versus
when
Lev,
FUT
there was
was
one Ascent.
Yeah, I think it's almost interesting that FUT didn't pick
Fatality
into
versus
Ascent,
FUT,
considering
there's
that
no
almost feels like
Ascent.
a weakness for NRG, but obviously deciding to play that
Pearl,
Haven,
Haven,
as you
Fracture.
mentioned, undefeated on it so far.
We're literally in the
This
same
Fracture
map
is
pool
interesting
what
because
FUT
it's
had
the
against
revealing
Fatality.
map for NRG
And the
throughout
only
this
one
event, so
FUT won
hopefully we
was
get to
map
that
2
point
on
and
Haven.
It's going to be a banger.
Quick Preds.
2-1 NRG.
2-1 FUT.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to be joining Mini on this prediction here. His homework's been pretty good, so I'm going to copy it today. But it's good to point that the NRG squad have beaten every single EME team they faced. But Lev showed us that they didn't really love the heat when the pressure is on. So FUT bring that same firepower that we see from APAC as well, the same suffocating aggression. So it's a do or die match to force the issue. Let's see who's going to come out on top and who's going to go to Heathrow.
Good Heathrow. But who said they're planning from Heathrow though? They could have flown from Gatwick. If they're... Well, no, they're not EMEA. Wait, no, FUT is. FUT's EMEA. They could have went to Gatwick. Or Luton.
Well, we are about to find out who will be
Bro, I keep getting TikTok banned
here
on the
at
stream. This is actually annoying.
我觉得首先在赛区内，我们通过自己的实
I need
力
to end
争
every
取到
start.
这个国际赛来之不易的名额。
Here comes the game and I'm being annoyed.
然后所有人都在用心的去调整自己的心态，自己的这个心态的那些就是上场的那些感。
What do you mean
感觉感受让自己
my game topic
有一
was
个
different? It
自信
wasn't.
然后全力以赴，然后去操作去秀的这个状态。
I mean, XLG was my previous team. I win with them Ascensions. When I was in XLG, I played with Rarga, Happy Lane, who I was coach. So right now, I face versus them again.
我觉得是我们的梦想一直在驱动我们向前走，去争胜，去专注每一回合，才是推动我们一局一局持续去争胜，全力相信自己的动力。
For us, it's good matchup.
But yeah, no, for this past game chat, I'm rooting for NRG. Only because I need for my pickems. Second game, I'm going for Global Esports. Because, not only because my pick'em, but Patman bro, Patman bro.
全力以赴去争夺这比赛的胜利。
Good luck, guys, and I will destroy you today.
London, we will keep going.
But continuing to look fearsome, but vitality just a cut above. Have to suspect that is going to be lingering in their heads.
It's always important to don't fight with your emotions. You need to always feel them and just try to control.
Yeah,
them,
I'm getting
especially
banned again on
when
TikTok.
my heart is
Just,
gonna boom.
yeah.
Let's keep you alive. That's why I'm here.
That's annoying.
The expectations, it's not really something we think about. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Our resilience will push us through.
We always play do or die matches. We always stay alive. I hope we can do it again.
We're really good under the pressure. We're just gonna play our game.
Let's run these guys day, bro. Please.
And they're gonna feel the pressure. It's gonna be a fun match, and good luck.
Until the fight is over, we will not give up. Today,
I feel like these videos get longer and longer each time. Wait, now we're going to walkouts.
London, make some noise! It's
Seen on Billy or something.
NRG.
They're gonna make a difference, Craig. It's just TikTok being so sensitive.
London, it's a do or die match in the last day of Swiss stage. We got champions winner NRG facing this prestigious Turkish org, and they really want to show the world why they deserve to be here.
Yeah,
Okay, the crowd ain't empty today. The crowd is not empty today. It was very empty yesterday, but today it's not. But it might get empty later because this is NRG, so people are probably here for an NRG match. You might have odd fee for Pateria, but I guess in Pateria, but it's FUT. There might be odd fee for FUT, but a lot of them are gonna be NRG.
Now finding themselves at a point of potentially being eliminated, they had to go from that lower bracket back in Americas all the way to be able to make it to this event. Now they're up against an opponent that they have never played against.
But if I read out the results of maps this year for NRG, 8-2 on Lotus, 5-0 on Haven.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother about TikTok stream if it's gonna keep doing this, honestly. Let me...
But I don't want them to just rely on the map theory. I want to see them stepping up individually. This is not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show you on TikTok later then, because if we're gonna keep doing this, I ain't gonna bother.
I need to see the individuals here today.
Stepping up individually, but also just playing like a team. We saw in that opening game, everyone was in Kiko's backpack. And then, of course, they had their game the other day as well, where we saw them starting to step up and warm up to the stage. But let's not forget, this was a champs winning team. We keep going on about this because of the experience dip that is on this stage. You have 4 members of FUT that have never stepped onto a global stage up until this year. FUT, of course, making the
There's
return
runway
to the
at
global
Gatwick
stage
Airport.
after missing every single event last year.
That is crazy. That is crazy. The NRG one. No, that's actually funny. Respect you for the note.
The odds, you could say, are stacked against them.
But this is a completely different EMEA team. This isn't that boring.
Do not let the NRG admins see that, bro. They're not gonna be happy.
The last 10 seconds type of team. This is a team that in the first 10 seconds, Sop is going to be in your face. Zeus is going to be right there behind him, and they are just going to be death balling it up onto these sites. So, and that is the same on defense too. They're going to be running at you no matter the side.
And I don't want us to paint the picture that FUT are just a team that will run at you and shoot at you. There's definitely some theory behind the things they are doing. We spoke about the strength of this meta for them at the moment. The life utility, being able to contact,
probably that one.
up and go into these explosive site execs like we mentioned.
Yeah, it's not empty today. Probably about half. I won't say half stadium actually.
Find out as much information as possible across their map. Do not let FUT get in your face. Do not let FUT be proactive, because that's exactly the approach that
British represent a.
Lotus is going to be the first destination up today. Mini, you were breaking it out earlier. Some things you want to see NRG adapt on. What are you making of what we have so far?
Yeah, nothing new. All same tech.
They have that composition, the double duelist.
I like FUT's comp. The double duelist meta.
On this attack side, the question for me is when FUT are grouping.
Because NRG plays too passive. They sit way too back for util spam, and they sit way too back for Odin spam.
I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to have to show me something though.
Yeah, I mean, previously they were running the Viper though, right? So this is a complete switch up coming into this event. We are going to see Yetoj jump onto that Vyze instead. We've spoken today about how incredible he is as a player.
Yeah, so the key thing with NRG's defense is to watch Mada and Kiko on these extremities. As soon as they lose one of them, they're going to have the other and be able to match the rotations of FUT. And the question is FUT going to be able to just use that firepower and just overrun NRG, who are out of form right now?
That's right. Thank you so much. And taking us through Lotus, we have our casters, Achilleos and Paperthin.
Here we go on the final day of Swiss.
Some more teams to be sent home, some more to
I
qualify.
think the 2 days that I was there, I had Sideshow and what's his name? It's the British caster. I forgot his name is.
No, you would think so. This is a really exciting matchup because you have the up-and-comers in FUT.
I really want to see if Zeus is still shooting like that though. If Zeus is still shooting like that, that's crazy.
In Valorant history, going up for the first time, Scuba
Like skirmish versus actual game is very different, obviously. Because this is now 1 HP, so it's very unlikely you'll get killed this round.
Now, kill's gonna be found, paint shell gonna be lobbed in, Crystal gonna be taken down. NRG only able to peel back a single kill, but now a 2v4 and more damage suffered. They tuck into the corner. That's just
Yeah, no, not much we can do. Damage on Ethan, bang on that kid, no shield. Kill Madder. That's 1 pistol down.
Pretend like you're
That's not
peeling
much
back,
though.
open up the door, set up the crunch, swoop through for the kills. FUT just can't do much about this one. Just a well-read pistol round here. Bonkers already fired up.
It needs to keep that energy going.
This map is definitely defense sided, I would say.
Across the board here for FUT. They'll try to find any way to deal damage.
This map is very defense sided.
Perhaps we would see a force into this one, given that they're on the attacker side, but
Especially with the comps we're playing with today.
Pacey hit, a push forward. Spice utility still in position to hold them at bay.
So
Might just be a little bit of an orb collection than a change of ideas, change of scenery. They will be doing exactly that, just trying to get what they can out of this round. I think part of the idea here early might be just trying to avoid some of that Brock util in these early rounds and seeing if they could sneak through, but NRG step ahead of the game.
Spectre, I'm a bit confused on why it Spectre.
Late hit onto C, so Mata all alone on this side of the map.
If he sees someone, he do chip damage.
He'll be under some pressure. Obviously has the Spectre here to try to hold his own. Bit of opening spray going to be sent through. Jump peek, spots him out. Now the rotations can come through from NRG. FUT, can they scale quickly enough? No. They're going to look to pump the brakes again.
Well, this is already kind of interesting from FUT, showing some different stuff than what they have so far in this tournament. It's a lot of pauses. Oh no.
Yeah, I think it well.
Swooping forward, lying just around the corner is
Skipper's good for 2. He's good for 2. Skipper is. 3, 4.
Can he get the ace? He's going to be looking for it. The cut back over to the spawn. The shot's going wide. The energy. I mean, you're trying to deny him an ace, but you gotta die. You gotta get taken down.
No ace! Yay.
But then will fall.
I'll try Skipper, I'll try Skipper.
And the patience from NRG, from Scuba in particular, ends up paying dividends.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is just...
Yeah, my judge doesn't do that.
4 FUT in terms of maybe showing a little bit more willingness to rotate around the map than what we have seen previously from them. They're a team that will kind of try to take some space early, consolidate it, maybe try to wait you out, see if you'll over-rotate on them, and then make their hit after that. But maybe trying to get in NRG's head a little bit here with some of these early
What's up, Brooke?
ideas.
How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Long time no see.
Had plans regardless. Clear the haunt. Mata can't take the fight.
Yeah, will get flushed out, finds a bit of damage on the sociable, but loses his life. Scoop at the same time, wanting to push forward, grab that gun, is able to do so, just riding along.
Where did the judge go?
Makes his way out to safety, but all this pressure is to really maybe...
I'm scared, I'm not sure where he left his judge.
Elsewhere, but as you can see, the deep angle that Kiko could have had established outside of Mount has been given up, so now he's playing back on the site with that judge.
Yeah, so you've given up a lot of information control here as NRG. You're kind of in a situation where you can either hedge your bets or try to gamble. They're going to hedge their bets and confirm on the Prowler. Doesn't force anyone away for NRG. Still just going to be Ethan there initially. And FUT,
I'm doing alright, not too bad.
time here.
Just chilling,
Really
relaxing.
thoughtful and considerate against this NRG team. You know, we talked about the high tempo.
Watching some NRG versus FUT.
So far, showing us a little bit of a different identity.
I'm not liking it to push into a 3-man site, basically.
Wall again, going to be raised. Scuba, does he go for the pot shots? Looks like the answer is no. It's going to be that tap of the door coming through.
That's Zeus.
Able to have him dead immediately. Relay bolt now going to be connected.
Bro, okay.
But Brock is still able to find one elimination. And Zeus cannot line up for the second. Ethan able to strike him down. Giving
Who to be?
an opportunity to still try to clutch this out and get that bonus converted. To make it happen at 2v3, it's going to be a double approach from
Let's say T plus 2 because sociability is very low.
Work down low to 40 health. It's going to be taking point. The Paranoia will be sent out.
Ooh, the one shot, headshot.
TP to reposition over towards main.
Oh, do you see both?
Able to find the shutdown, and any more damage that Ethan could get still be quite significant, so they need to try to hold on to these 2 remaining weapons. Tap of the defuse at the scale 4, just trying to separate them, and he does.
NT Ethan. Good bonus though from NRG.
Will deny the bonus conversion, but at significant cost.
Yeah, this is
That was actually a close one.
really good for NRG, frankly. Even, they come
Why am I getting
close
so many hits
to
now?
getting the bonus, but they still drop all the guns but one there. Nice early opening kill for Sociable, but Brock able to hold the line even through the relay bolt. Knew he was dead, just had to try to do what he could. Still.
Fun fact, chat though, if you're actually close enough to the barriers, because it's very loud in the stadium, you're not gonna really hear them talk or anything. But if you're close to the barriers, you can actually hear their comms.
Having to give up a ton of map space. Foot just kind of gambled a little bit incorrectly towards the A site.
But that's only if they're speaking loud enough as well.
That advantage that they
During the Vitality vs FUT game, I was standing behind Kron and Darker. So I got to hear a little bit of their comms, but not enough. Obviously, to understand what's going on.
Quick rotations from NRG, trying to get into position as Spike is brought to bear. Plant now going to be coming through. Ethan potentially rerouted as they have this triple stack on the waterfall angle quad, actually, with Zeus up top as well.
Same to win no win. Or like when they do fist bumps, if you're close enough, you can hear like the contact. Oh, Ethan!
Hits the transfer to take down Zeus in midair. Breaking their way right back into this cycle. Crystalli and Sop have something to say about it.
What the hell?
And now suddenly it is just Brock with that Odin in hand. Spot him to one the side across is drawing that attention, and Brock overwhelmed and running out of bullets will end up falling.
Dude, Ethan just done so much for NRG. Just for NRG to throw that. What the hell?
Firepower you're looking for on foot, on display. Sop, big round here, big 3K. And Crystalli with just a Guardian finds 2. They don't check that angle. They get
That is nasty from Soap and Crystalli. Oh, I see the name.
the back of sight. So that's exactly what you want out of a Neon. Being a distraction and racking in the kills. Beautiful stuff. Even though NRG looked like they had a shout into that after Ethan hit a belter of a transfer. Oh my goodness.
Now, push back onto a thrifty attempt is NRG. Sop going to be forced away. Paint shells, Paranoia, all going to be invested. Establishing that control outside of rubble and allowing for Mata to collect that orb. So now it's going to be one charge away from a showstopper that could be a tipping point in this round.
Oh.
But Sop is going to be able to find Ethan.
Yeah, that's huge. You're going to open up a lot of extra space, deny a lot of information.
We said it, FUT is... I guess FUT FUT's comp is very aggro.
He wasn't just out into the open.
So the fact that playing it slow and making NRG paranoid is good for them. Because most times people would expect their comp to be very aggressive. Like start pushing in. Like their comp is perfect, play slow, and then just out of nowhere dump you till.
Going into this one, but he's still going to be able to find Sop. Immediately rotates over, but the weapon's going to be juggled away. And he's going to quickly scale off the back of this, continuing to hear that breadcrumb trail of Sociable.
Not him, bro. Not him, bro.
Confirm the kill. Takes him low, but can't take him down. All the while, NRG now clustered into the B site, but it's a push forward from FUT at A. You see the TP from Sociable works his way over to drop. Kiko finds another though.
That gun's good, Jim.
That's a weapon that can be recovered. NRG are in with a shout.
Now that showstopper's a real threat if it gets to it.
Zeus needing to be able to hold his own here. Just the tap at the door, the rotate out. Kiko trying to keep some attention tied on this angle, and he's got the attention of 2. But Crystalli will be able to catch a glimpse. Gets the kill, and that's the weapon now lost as Mata and
Sociable is fitting in a very good spot right now.
Oh!
Was that one bullet as well?
Now it's just Scuba to try to see if he can get some more damage in. Slow down the ballooning of this economy. Find a bit of damage pushed back, but it's going to be Zeus.
Was that one bullet from Sociable?
Find themselves in the lead.
And that flip.
Still looks really nice for NRG. I mean, the map
That's where when he shot, it wasn't even aimed at him either.
Nicely up foot, but the gun's just not going to be there.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
That's unfair. Just a shoulder. Oh.
I mean, I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
But it was even more impressive.
Wait, we ain't gonna see that kill.
Really nice. That's great reactions from Sop. Who's gonna have an operator now too. So does Mata. Mata on that showstopper. Zeus still a couple away from his, but Yedajay, Crystalli, their ults. Definitely some nice ability to clear some space here. Deep angle. Prowler is gonna be cleared for Sop to try to keep this operator position hidden. But with that Haunt not seeing anything, they're going to feel comfortable to take a little bit of extra space. Obviously, you know Ethan's in there. Just what do the other layers look like behind that? Mata tucked in behind the box outside.
I feel like Brock or Scuba need to try to take space sometimes. Like, Scuba can be anywhere across the map, right? So put Scuba on C and let him, like, push down C.
Love to see Sop
Brock will be in the zone if it goes wrong with Scuba.
I think that's why he might be the one sticking around that, and he's expecting a jump peek from that site. Haunt goes out, has to pull back, give up a little bit of space, and Ethan, oh, you are playing with fire.
Oh, almost connected.
Barely able to find him through the door. Reapproach back through B main. Tap of this one, it looks like FUT are going to go for this push, clearing out the box. Smoke now at main, going to be dissipated. Still a pain shell can be sent, but double thorns situated. Zeus can be the one to go up and over with the spray from Brock. Now going to go flying in, but it's going to be Zeus who's able to find him through that smoke after all.
There's gonna be a time up NRG off this.
It's just Ethan trying to slow things down. Re-swinging around the back here. Sop peeks into the main, finds Scuba. The elimination is in.
LG has bought several Odins operator, and they can't get a kill.
A flawless round as they move up 4-2.
Yeah, it works out well enough here for FUT. Leaving Sop trailing with
There's got to be a time up NRG.
Nice job just baiting that extra little bit of
There's a chance to be.
Usually Brock, even when he's under pressure with an Odin, somehow finds one, but this time can't really get that spray to go. Can't figure out where those tracers are coming from.
I think he was fully blinded up as well, so he couldn't even see the damn things. So ends up just holding down M1, hoping for any sort of contact that he can get. Just completely unfavored in that scenario, but FUT, another massive round for them here, and maybe that's enough to try to force out an early timeout from NRG. They're going to start feeling a bit more desperate as time goes on if FUT can continue to rack up these wins, because this is NRG's map pick.
For sure, and it's a map that where FUT has kind of
struggled
on. We haven't seen it in this event.
Told you to be NRG timeout.
So far this stage hasn't been their best map. And NRG, on the other hand, 2-0 so far here in Masters London on Lotus. So you got to feel like you got to do some damage. And again, NRG typically a team very good on the defender's side. You know, you think about the combo of the Odin, you know, Kiko just going crazy, Mata very sturdy typically, but it's been a rough event for some of those players, especially Mata. He has really struggled compared to what we're used to seeing from him, particularly on the global stage. But in this Coinbase win condition timeout, I think, you know, maybe Bonkar just kind of reaffirming, try to take a little bit more space early, try to contest maybe a little bit earlier, maybe especially at C Mound or something. But overall, they've had some okay reads. They just haven't been able to convert individually, so it could just be a timeout just as much to kind of reset their mental a little.
I mean, Bonkar talking about it on social media as well. The team not really ever having the chance to take a break. Starting to feel that pressure as the expectations continue to build up.
Well, if there's any team that can thrive in those kind of scenarios.
That's what we often do say. Let's see if they can prove us right. We're FUT going to be able to come out on top of this one, because if they take
full
Lotus,
force,
then you
light
start
shields.
favoring them to take this entire series. Overdrive and a Nightfall going to be available. Pit is available as well for Scuba. Curious if we just see that one off the rip, as they do manage to get a buy collected.
And they're pushing it.
Bought out over the top. Stop going to be revealed. The showstopper going to be sent, and that's going to be
okay.
Massive value for Mata from beyond the grave. It was a good shutdown shot from Zeus, but it was a bit too late. That's the entry power now taken out of the hands of FUT.
And that's a showstopper denied from them in this round as well.
Swing in, and Ethan able to hold the door. Yedajay going to be taken down. It looks like Crystalli going to try his odds with this one. It's 4 bullets remaining.
Nice.
He will run out of them, as well as out of health. Scuba now backfilling that space. Lob it on that seas to find no connection.
We'll get a lot of space in C as well, so
What are they going to be able to work here?
they're gonna slowly start pitching out, but it has been a hit.
In towards spawn.
Now, what do you kind of know anyway?
Space, NRG, making the
But,
call to just play for
yeah.
a retake. They have the steel garden.
Yeah, and they have the flank. That's really what you're
completely cover this site.
Yeah.
Realistically, they use Steel Garden and they're chilling.
Pocket for Foot. Haunt just comes
NRG
back
wins
to
the round.
line. You do have the Nightfall.
30 seconds left.
Gamble to invest it.
Planted.
Plant now in, NRG. Gonna start to make their move. Approach out, sociable, maybe with a path to work his way out into the spawn. It's still gonna be risky though, because he just doesn't have the information, but could use that to avoid this steel garden.
Your fear.
There's Nightfall, okay, we'll give him that out. Sure as that there's no one on that approach at the stair side. Noise now starting to be made, he's able to backpedal away. It's gonna be Crystalli, that bandit in hand to try. Himself alive.
Ooh, big damage.
Spotted there, and Scuba tagged down to 5 HP, swing at the corner, and Crystalli not quite watching for this, though, but neither is Scuba! Sociable now at drop.
What is NRG doing? What's NRG doing? Bro, no, NRG, you're trolling, bro. NRG, no. No, they are going to that nearest one way at Gatwick, bro.
Flush with cash. In that round, when you get that early advantage, that 2-for-1 on the showstopper, you take that rubble fight and you win it, but you can't convert off the back of it with a 3v2 on the retake with the steel garden in play. Just an unchecked angle costs you dearly.
And for Foot, I mean, seeing Crystalli play like this is a breath of fresh air, because while he has had good performances in this tournament thus far, that final map to have them not be able to immediately qualify forward, he was having a very rough go.
Big damage on Scuba.
He's found his footing yet again.
But it's a huge relief here for Foot, because now they're going to have a showstopper that they probably were wanting to get the orb for in the previous round.
Mada's going on a walkabout. Looks like this is widely prepared for, though. Mostly anticipating it from that A main side, but Paint Shell to try to lead the charge. Maybe the showstopper just invested off the back of that. Sob scouting forward yet again, is able to find Ethan. Taking him down with that outlaw. And Foot maybe starting to...
Yeah, just gotta be careful, Mada.
The stack. They want to try to instill some doubt, make NRG think that they're going for this pivot play.
And it just comes down to Mada and Yedajay here. Oh, Yedajay. He's going to consider it.
Come on.
Now, no.
Come on, Mada, please. Adam.
Starts to look at it, and Mada ends up pulling the trigger a little bit too quickly, and Yedajay just wins the fight. Mada now dead, the weapon gone, Scuba finished off. Sociable looks for a little bit more.
30 seconds left.
He was gonna re-tap that door, open it back up, and go out there for a brawl. Instead, we'll allow for Brock. Maybe coming towards him. Some noise
There's smoke.
Yedajay just keeping them boxed in. They're gonna try to fight this one together, but he's able to get them separated now as the paranoia flies through. Kiko tucking into the corner. And Yedajay looking for
Ooh, nice go.
shot there with that Sheriff. We'll put Yedajay down, stopping it from being a flawless, but Sop will get himself a second, and Foot will move up 6-2.
I just love the patience and the discipline you're seeing from Foot here on this attacker side.
Particular NRG, they play more aggressive. They're playing too slow.
Dip, take the kill, and out for Sop.
Because right now, Yedajay, and just like, but in general, they are playing slow. Look for the picks. NRG is playing slow, but they're getting themselves exposed at the wrong timings. They either need to just play slow and play full retake, or they need to do aggressiveness. So look, okay, ready?
Right there on the Zeus, Sop dead. Ethan getting some revenge. Spray and pray is rewarded. Crystalli going to be tagged down to 10. Player advantage still going to be...
Even Crystalli is very low. Good. Brook left C.
Reply round here from NRG.
Look, now you do your YouTube, you have no idea. Why would he leave C?
Feeling damn good about your chances. His paranoia is not going to be connecting, and Brock is going to be able to find him. Finishing the job, and now the spike straight on the other side of this wall. This looks nigh impossible. No ultimate available for Sociable to just try to pick this one up. No Steel Garden from Yedajay.
you almost have to wrap all the way around the map and try to come from a different angle. At least getting an orb out of it. Jay's laughing there.
Yeah, they're having a giggle about this. I think they know that they're in a pretty screwed position.
30 seconds left.
Do we have? No, I haven't got paranoia. Well, I say we, I mean.
Smoke out again.
But.
There's the spam on the spike, but Sociable able to TP out. He's got it.
Oh.
He's got to push forward, and once again, it's stuck on the other side of a door. Spam through, yet Jay will fall, and Rock will come away with 3 kills to get NRG the same on the board.
And it's huge here for NRG because it keeps their economy stabilized now. They were
That's forever.
on the edge once again. That's a big win for Mata there. Foot gambles for the showstopper, you know, that they can use that to take control of A. And NRG just
I'm very tired.
ahead of it. It's a good idea. Sop once again sitting on the op, still has the overdrive.
Hasn't really had a great opportunity to try to commit that one, but Sop again is going to be taken down as Ethan is starting to find his number, and Mata.
Finally, we're actually getting picks now.
It's a kill as well. Another key advantage found at the start of the round for NRG as they look to run this back. Now on the back foot, listening to Foot.
Bakıyorum soluna. Hobbit'ten ince cross olabilir belki. Ona pikleyebilirsin abi, bekliyorum ben. Sağıma bakın. Bakıyorum full araya ben.
Trying to keep things cool, calm, and collected, and see if they can try to find the clutch here. Sociable. Scaling, spotting Ethan.
Close.
Find that elimination. Meanwhile, it's going to be Kiko ready for the counter swing. Shutting down.
Oh yeah. No, Kiko is still awake. The others.
Who need to springboard their economy. They look to close out these final 2 rounds of the half, and immediately we're going to see a timeout call from Foot.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking the same. You know, Foot has a real opportunity here to make this potentially an 8-4 half. You're going to have...
It's only been 2 rounds they lost in a row. They could have timeout.
This is a good opportunity to recover the round. Definitely got some Kiko fans out here in London today, but yeah, they're just winning the Rumble fight. And I mean, it's just completely setting Foot back because they're having to fight these odd numbers advantages, which they did win 1 round like that, but they had already taken a lot of space by that point. So in the coin-based win condition, I think just maybe talking about how you want to take that early aggression fight.
Up to 199, average KDA, 494, damage, 132. I feel like the average damage per Valorant game should be 150.
Has been ready to receive every time.
Within like 150 is a basic kill in it. So.
And I thought that maybe we would just see Zeus, you know, tabling that showstopper for the
or like at least 170 maybe.
But committed it just a couple rounds ago, and
because that way you're doing a little bit more damage than someone else. So you're good for like 1 1/4.
Run this one back. Giving up 6 rounds consecutively to Foot to even make it to 5 or to tie it up would feel very good for NRG.
This is a good round to have some kind of idea for that ultimate for Sop to try to take this one over. See what they're going to do. They're fighting again, aggressive early, this time going deep.
The overdrive's going to be popping. Ethan is pushing forward, is still able to find 1, 2. We'll trade that back now to push in, and he's looking for a second kill, but cannot find the transfer. Meanwhile, Kiko and Brock going to be able to reply. 2 kills found off the Odin. Is NRG now having to try to clutch it out, and he cannot. Caught off guard by Kiko, and the aggressive play is immediately shut down. NRG 1 away from tying it up at the half.
Yeah, that's just that individual effort from the player who was arguably the best in Americas during stage 1, Brock. Even with 3 players getting hit by the haunt, Foot can't capitalize. They can't get the round.
The way it's built, you can't really squeeze this like with 1 hand, like in a game. You can, but it's a bit hard to do it.
Countered well by NRG and by Brock in particular. I mean, he's 1 away from a steel garden coming into this. Ethan's gonna have another nightfall. J does have a steel guard, and Cristalli 1 away from a nightfall himself. So you can get to this plant or just do this, grab the orb. pretty good chance to at least get into a post plant, you would think is FUT, but Mada's pushed up so far. And Ethan hasn't seen anything over at B, but they're still thinking C right now, just off of that orb tap in the smoke. Mada's giving up a little bit of space. Crystalli's got a note in here.
Trying to fight fire with fire. It's been a thorn in their side. As Prowler not going to get the spot. Mada, how much value can he get off this position? Ethan is there as well, just trying to play him in. There's the peak. He's able to find one, but a little bit of a wider swing out from Sob. And Zeus able to collect that kill, but Zeus himself.
You know, Mada's not awake. I mean, he is semi, but not. It's not like he's like good error. Oh my god, so.
Eventually is able to find that kill as Ethan will get taken down. C sent over. Scuba.
Oh my god, Scuba's unaware.
Behind the box is sociable. Cleans up the kill.
2 ultimate players on 1 HP. All they have to do is hit one bullet on 2 of them, Sop and Zeus.
Zeus gonna be pushed out into the open, finished off, Sop dead.
And now 2v2, like normal 2. Oh, 2v1.
It hits a bit harder. Another multi-kill round as NRG tie it up 6-6.
That's exactly what we've been looking for. The trademark Odin of Brock lighting up the scoreboard. Couple big multi-kill rounds in a row to tie it up. Insane.
From dropping 6 straight over to FUT to then closing things out with 4 of their own. 6-6 is going to feel damn good.
Second, last time out.
Considering how this had started.
Oh no, it's half time. Wait, is half time? Yeah, it is.
To go ahead and throw it down though, because we have another very special interview. So let's send things down to Frankie on the floor.
You've been today.
To be joined by Bashak, who is yesterday's girlfriend. What's it like watching him here? Because you rushed from the airport to see this game.
Well, I am so proud to see him. I just came straight from the airport, so I am exhausted, but seeing him over there makes me so proud, so I am so happy for him.
Was it hard having to watch his earlier games from home?
Well, of course, because sometimes it gets more stressful. Watching from above is pretty bad, yeah.
And what kind of conversations do you have with him after a win or a loss?
Well, we talk, of course, but he's not a toxic person, so we try to calm ourselves and then keep our motivation pretty high.
And you've been together for 7 months. You actually met at a Valorant event?
Yeah, at a Valorant event, yeah.
Okay, and what did you bond over exactly?
He's very kind, and then he's very thoughtful, so everything is about him is perfect.
So you think that's something that helps his team as well? It's not just his skills in the game, it's actually that positive spirit he brings.
Yes. Yeah, he's a very positive person, so he doesn't let me to be a negative one. It's expects to the team, of course.
And what do you think it would mean to him and yourself to see him make it to the playoffs today?
Well, whatever he, wins or loses, it also makes me proud, whatever. But if they make it to playoffs, he will be so happy, so I will be so happy, so yeah.
You might have to book some more days off work. Bashak, thank you so much for talking to me. Let's get back into the game.
I love seeing the support here at Masters London. Family members, loved ones showing up to root for their players up on
I think yesterday, chat, we had No Man's girlfriend as well. And we had Autumn's parents, I think. Or Savvy's parents, I can't remember who it was. Or both, I think. It's actually incredible seeing the families like actually supportive to like watch their games.
Gonna have to try to make it work on Haven.
And one key point
Like
here,
fly across the world
like the desk was talking
to watch him on
about, you're running a
stage.
double duel,
It's
so
very
you
nice and
sacrifice
supportive and
either a Vice or a Viper. This time
so
you
awesome.
sacrifice the Viper. And that means you got to be a little bit more proactive on the map. You got to look for those contact fights. Spot on to Sop. He's gonna just hop his way out. But
some space.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this trap setup from FUT not going to be rewarded with anything outside of B.
Yeah, they were looking to try to see if they could kind of do to NRG what NRG did to them on the first pistol. Paranoia at the ready.
That's going to be a big one as well. Sent it through. The player's going to be caught, but Mana is not. Swings in, eats a bit of damage, but trying to go for the quick reposition.
That's better.
He just cannot break the angle fast enough. Gonna be chucked in, but Mata able to avoid that one as well as the spike now slowly creeping in towards B main.
Yeah, this was kind of the plan all along. If you couldn't make headway through C, have a backup plan and actually just gonna fake the rotate. It's gonna be the spike pickup from Scuba. It's gonna drift back.
I meant FUT has the raid.
Plenty of time.
But
just will
wait, why would you throw that on defense? That smoke is not a defense smoke.
It's gonna be sent, but caught by that has a counter on of his own. Clears the prowler now, sends it in. Out behind them, the swing forward on
Nice damage.
Sociable comes away with that elimination. Mata
Go on, boys.
so very low. It's a lot of this
Scuba.
Shoulders of Scuba, who's only going to be able to find the 1 foot. Will take the opening pistol.
I'll be right back, chat.
As they move up 7-6.
My nose is hurting, so I'm going to quickly sort of know that.
Sociable, really nice paranoia timing. Hits a lot of players onto NRG. Even though it doesn't catch Mata, it completely stalls this hit out. Gives a little bit of hope here. Cristali, big win there, coming out of the water. And then they're just perfectly timed. They keep Mata pinned. They've got 2 to try to disrupt the player on site. They do just that. Very well thought out. Not any buy-up to speak of here at all for NRG, just classics. Scuba backed up by the paint shell. Ethan greets a prowler. Sop gonna have the Marshall. Couple Bulldogs in there. Yetta J with just a Sheriff. Stolly rocking the Spectre.
Knowing exactly where Ethan's going to be playing from, still wanted to reposition. Sociable doesn't want to take a chance. Get caught. Give over that gun. Zeus, though, well, he's just going to swing in from behind. He's able to find 2 kills. Now a third as well, as that is a flawless round. Slow at the start, but swift to finish. FUT. Critical victory in that anti-eco. Not suffering any losses.
Yeah, that's really nice. You know you've got an effective crossfire setup with that door being opened because, you know, Zeus feels comfortable to push out because he knows the players on C-site can see his back. He can watch it, so he can go to disrupt. Again, good comms, good coordination. FUT really nicely. They're going to have a great bonus coming in here. Couple Bulldogs, the Judge upgrade for Yetta J. It's going to be Cristali with the Marshall this time. Sop goes for the Spectre. They're going to get aggressive here. Ethan pinned down.
Tuck away, not getting revealed, but there's the Prowler out, and Zeus will be able to hound him down. Elimination found, a potential weapon upgrade available should they rotate through that spot. But now, he's going to be cutting back across through Waterfall, trying to join in alongside Sop on this side of the map, but he cannot keep himself alive. Ends up falling to the wayside as Yetta J now stuck in tree. The Thorns are trying to hold them at bay, and hearing some of this drift back towards A main.
He gets a glimpse, but they're going to try to use that against him.
Flashes out though. Top of the door again, jumps the corner, will find some damage, but cannot get that kill. Chico surviving with 14 HP. Showstopper gonna be lobbed in. Nothing found there. Cristali gonna be taken down. Scuba's able to find Zeus to boot. And now it's just Sociable, who will get spammed to death. 3 players surviving, and NRG deny the bonus conversion. Decent fashion. Still some damage suffered, yes, but hold on. Some critical weapons like that Odin.
Kind of seeing some of the changes here. That Judge not able to find that kill, whereas maybe in a previous patch it could have. That's a big difference maker there. Opens up a lot of extra space, but it's that little pause.
Oh my god, it's
NRG
sneezing, bro.
gets a glimpse. They see Yetta J in that door, and they try to use that against
right, I'm back anyway.
Even though FUT
What? Split one to the past 2 rounds, obviously. LG got 1.
in that regard. Overall, I think they're have a decent read so far on how NRG wants to play the map.
Sop's on the up.
Pretty good positions to at least do damage. Sop is the Sop op, and he is going to be sliding back into the C site, but
They'll widely be avoided.
I like Madrid's position.
Halfway to that nightfall.
No matter, Zeus.
It's been spotted.
But unfortunately, don't work out for him.
Doesn't even give him the opportunity to try to respond. This is going to make for a very difficult retake now that they have that operator in hand. Out of the try to zone. Sop scaling forward. Smoke situated there for that one way, and Mata just waiting patiently. Paranoia will fly through, but he's still
That's better.
shut down the knee on Sop, now dead. And FUT are going to have to start assessing the save. Especially now the ends up falling as well.
Not ready yet.
But can they actually escape is going to be the question. NRG could go on the hunt. They do have the money behind this.
Nice.
They are going to tie this up at 8-8, not allowing for FUT to run away with their map pick.
Yeah, just kind of a eyebrow raising.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch the GE game check because I'm getting tired, so I might watch the NRG one today.
You can be seen over the toxic screen if the timing's right, and it was. That just picks the map easy for NRG. And even though they pass over the operator to try to give some entry, Mata, who's looked pretty decent here so far today, 12 and 12 on the scoreboard. That's good enough. That's what you need out of your duelist, to be going even or slightly positive with the way that NRG likes to play, with this very methodical style that they have. You'll take that. Brock and Kiko have been great once again, as they have been all throughout stage 1 in VCT. 2-3 split this time.
Fly now is just severely fractured. Sociable. Pushing up quite aggressively. Paint shells to fly. As Brock just spamming away.
Yeah, that Odin really denies any sort of aggressive push that you might have wanted to try to accomplish. Meanwhile, Ethan moving over in towards the front of B can open the door here and make this pretty challenging for FUT.
For this crunch play, Paranoia is going to be sent out. Ethan going to be locked in position for now with the push forward, and Zeus able to barrel stuff with that sheriff. Now the showstopper immediately going to be invested. Come away with anything. Not sure where that one ended up landing.
Blind is dead.
Have to see it back either way. It's a two-player advantage and some weapons upgraded into the hands of FUT.
Now you can just hold his foot. You're happy to see B here because you've got A and C, so you're going to be able to create these flanks. As long as you can deal with Brock's Odin.
Has been a problem. Zeus just going to be chucking that Phantom over to Sociable. Getting it into healthier hands. Swinging the corner.
Let's keep up. That boys.
She just fight forward, and now they breach their way back into the C site. Some still with an operator.
They can't win this round. Literally, Fituo. I mean, LG has literally no util. They still got Neon Stun, Flash Flash. Actually, no, well, that's actually on A. They can't do it on A. So, all I got is Neon Stun.
How far do you go before you try to call this one off? They're ready for the spam. No way to get a safe defuse. Relay bolt going to be going through, and that's one hell of a way to get rid of that Odin. But now the op has to do it all. Fast lane going to be set up. Swap over onto the Phantom of the time, starting to bleed away. As he just
NT top, NT.
Scuba gets himself a 3K, and NRG get back into the lead.
Yeah, this is all about the mid-rounding here for NRG. The decision to keep pushing past the B site, absolutely beautiful, because you catch FUT right as they're setting up to start clearing angles with the fade. And instead you get 3 kills for nothing, and you open up the C site for the plant. You keep pushing backspace, force FUT into a horrible retake, even with a man advantage to boot. Beautiful call there. That is why Even is a 2-time world champion.
That was with some of the weaker weaponry. Let's see if FUT can tie things up. Now they get this buy back in, but of course the operator is lost.
I don't like how Leaky good running all. I feel like she wait a bit more time.
Right, keep FUT guessing, but Zeus up and over the top is still able to find one. Drops back over to safety. Will just bound his way over into.
And then as soon as Ethan, not even, as soon as Kiko gets found, which she probably just has. Yeah, he's been found, so that all now meant nothing. Technically.
Prowler, however, will immediately suss this out and have him rerouted. Meanwhile, the spike has still not been picked up. It's just now getting collected by Ethan. Says, okay, we've sacrificed 2 players on the A side of the map. C should be open.
Dropping spike.
Now FUT not reading into this though. I mean, with Kiko being so deep, there's so much to re-clear here on A that you don't really.
Still garden.
Yeah, and you don't really have the info. So it's going to be a post plant. It's going to be another odd man situation. This time NRG is going to get the steel. Yeah, the steel guarded, and Sop does have his ult though here.
Exactly. And Yedajay watching for that flank, at least for the moment, but the timing is going to be found. Ethan, miraculous that he comes away with that one, and Mana manages to escape. Overdrive is in though, and Sop just runs down Mana. Brock practically having to backpedal away. Spray and pray already rewarded. Sociable going to be taken down. They have to fight this one forward. The wide swing.
Oh yeah, third one is round. Unless...
He's trying
no.
to take down Cristali, but Cristali can just hold it. Foot tied up at 9-9.
Getting really close.
Here for Foot. They decide to go on top of that box again with the raise, and it does catch NRG just enough off guard. But you're able to get that opening kill onto the Viper. So now they don't have that wall to scale further forward. They try anyway with Kiko. He gets isolated in a position where he doesn't have any more util. No more smokes, no more TPs to get out of that stairs position. That was an all-in spot, and he couldn't connect. That gave Foot a massive advantage, and having that overdrive against Brock's ult. A nice cherry on top. A little bit of presence being shown here. A lot of bit of presence, actually. Howler, Boombot, Odin, Yedajay's in trouble.
That falls out, but at the K damage going to be found. He's backpedaling away with that Spectre in hand. Mana
might have made it out though.
Diving forward, the rest of the team locked away for the moment. He's over towards water, but double face into main, just looking to separate these players. Meanwhile, that's not a very deep TP.
Oh my god, Meta.
Not landing where he meant to. Gives himself up on a silver platter, and now suddenly it's a player advantage found for NRG. Mata trying to go on the exit. Back around the corner. Refights forward. Finds Yedajay, but cannot find Cristali, but still keeps them in with key advantages.
Spike down B.
Spike now dropped, and it's all on Cristali, but look at Kiko's position, hearing this movement, and he's not going to be prepared.
That's
for
Kiko.
that angle. Kiko. Gets
Stuff.
the final, and NRG, the first to make it to double digits.
Yeah, the situational awareness here from NRG so good. When they get that player advantage and Kiko finds that kill over at B, he immediately just starts scaling into spawn, knowing that one way or another, it's probably going to catch Foot off guard. Either he can come in for the post plan if they're able to get established onto C, or if they need to get over to B, he's going to have a flank, or if they're going to have a situation.
What's going on?
Like
He's talking about LG time out. Wait, why are we... Oh, right.
Yeah, curious about this one. NRG going to be sending their second and final timeout of this map. Gonna try to shore some things up and make the rest of this run out. Okay, never mind. Just an issue with our overlay.
It is the
this
foot.
is
Okay.
the Foot timeout after all.
Good. It is the Foot timeout.
That makes a lot more sense. Though Bunkar has sometimes just thrown some,
sure,
questionable is not the right word. They usually work out.
Well, I mean, I get it. If
I actually want to know where the timeout for.
hero play that wins you the round, and therefore you're like, we shouldn't have won this. We need to talk. Like
NRG teamout is very weird.
But in this case, I'm very happy with the macro game from NRG. They're really working.
Wait, no, is it XLG's timeout? No, XLG, FUT's.
Making it so any early fight, any early contact that Foot has been wanting to take, especially at C Mound,
I swear they said it was NRG timeout.
Other than Ethan dying one time by himself.
But they just read on
they've been working the map really
FUT's side. So was it just like accidental, like, but I don't know who's timeout?
Pushes, maybe finding a kill, then taking a pause, things like that are making it really difficult for Foot to find
Yeah, what's FUT timeout?
confidence, find some of those flank angles of their own, because they're often at man disadvantages. And that just means the map's so much harder for you to spread, so much harder for you to control. So Foot probably just, I think, maybe talking a little bit about those extremities or some kind of different way to get a player in the back lines of NRG is what I would like to see. See if you can be a little bit disruptive, kind of throw them off their game. And they're going to be on an eco, though. It's just a bandit for Sop. Oh, no, going back over to the classic, maybe. Sociable. Only one with any kind of buy to speak of.
And Scuba's just going for a Marshall. I mean, he knows that have all of them dead pretty much to any shot. Curious to see him not investing for at least the outlaw here.
You think about that buy in the previous round, right? They had a Judge and a Spectre. It was desperation to try to turn the tide. Instead, they're just digging the hole deeper.
They're immediately re-clearing and scaling forward outside of A. Looks like Sop starting to become aware of this. Will lead the charge as they re-wrap around towards stairs and the site. Steel Garden from NRG still a world away, just now working his way through that B connector.
Big damage on Zeus.
Who's going to be taken low? Sees is there. The slide in though, and Soppy is all on his own. The nade.
Gostali.
Zeus will fall.
Ooh, nice shot from Sociable.
From Sociable, will be able to find Mata, but can they get one of these guns is the question.
Oh.
Another. NRG just with a classic needs to try to collect something, and he will be able to get that Vandal into hand. He's going to try to play this one out. Knows that if he can get the clutch, it's going to be monstrous. 10 bullets at the moment in this one. Swings out.
Oh, nothing good. He ain't getting it.
There's shorties in both players' hands, and NRG will not be able to be the hero that FUT so desperately need.
I see the attempt, but
it's not a bad idea, to be honest, from FUT. They're matching the rotations pretty nicely. They kind of get a situation where they have a shout at this. But again, just too much damage done early, and you got nothing but classics, no armor. Means that some of those frontline players that you're going to throw into that fight are very squishy. And NRG able to capitalize, and they're going to have a showstopper here coming into this. Zeus went away from his. Crystalli does have the Nightfall, so some tools to work with. Mata back up.
Oh my god.
wait, I didn't think I'd get the kill.
Oh my god, in that corner. Look where that is.
Hell of a kill to be found.
We got to see how they done that. That's crazy.
Trying to put that NRG from moving up to map point. Entry attempt there from Mono.
Unlucky.
He will get shut down, just fully blinded. NRG at least able to trade back these raises. He's going to be under an immense amount of pressure. The blind however for the Paranoia is connected.
Oh, yeah, no, NRG's running that. If NRG didn't do a timeout on this round, it's next round. Because this is getting ridiculous for NRG now.
What was looking like a tragic start ends up being a brilliant finish as FUT did not allow for NRG to make it to 12 yet.
Okay, I don't think we're going to see a nade kill.
I think Mata got body blocked a bit by Ethan there as he was trying to set up for the blast pack entry with the showstopper. That seemed to throw everything off.
Yeah, no, we ain't seen that nade kill.
Response, using that paranoia, using that
I want to go back real quick. I do want to see that nade kill, but I don't want to go back that much.
Looked like it might be curtains for FUT. Now they've got some ults. Now they've got some big guns.
Now with Zeus dead, means they'll have to try to commit that showstopper in, so he still has that in the back pocket.
That's a massive tide turn. But going to be aggressive, a little bit deeper towards A, but not going to see much. Scuba's going to tuck in. Meanwhile, Sociable, tough situation here. Obviously, you hope you could just TP out of this. Smoke's up, and he's not going to stick around at least too long, it looks like.
Wants to get re-tagged by the Prowler. It's a very good idea of where he ended up going. They get this orb, Steel Garden available for Brock. No overdrive this time for Sop. His Paranoia will try to buy a bit of time. So he's now hearing a bit of this noise, but is it going to be a pump fake? Looks like the answer is going to be yes.
They have a pretty good, potentially anti-Steel Garden setup because you can open that door.
30 seconds left.
And you can pinch.
Out of charges.
But it's just taking long enough.
Nightfall going to be sent down. Scuba not quite going to get caught by that Sociable. Ends up getting taken out backside as Kiko finds a very solid headshot. Top now, the closest one.
Oh my god, so. Ooh. The time, boys. Oh no, we lost the round. We lost the round.
Swings in from downtown, and he wins them the round. 11-11, but they tie it up.
Absolutely beautiful. Stop the hero again for FUT.
NRG actually Jordan.
This double kill.
Why are we jumping around the corner with a knife out?
Pause was going to work out for NRG. They caught FUT off guard. They weren't quite ready. Yeah, the time just not there. Beautiful reaction from FUT on the fly in the chaos.
Oh, do you time out?
On the coaching staff's face, I think they were saying, "Stop! No, don't push."
Yeah, okay, the window's not empty today, but it was empty yesterday.
He doesn't get caught up on the wall with that slide. I think maybe he gets a third there, but
could have done. For now, final timeout call for NRG for reals this time.
I wonder how they're actually tracking this, like the average combat score. I don't know around. There's no way they're tracking this through the game, right? Unless it's like in the tournament client.
So it's a pit and from the shadows.
There is, I guess.
To map point to stop that from falling into FUT's hands.
Yeah, there's tools here available. We've already seen that Kiko willing to be aggressive with that from the shadows to maybe create some extra angles and things like that. So is there going to be like a set play in this round? It's kind of my curiosity. A lot of times you'll have players that'll go like in that space between B and C in the back, or even into the back of site or into stairs sometimes. There's a cute little TP you can maneuver where you find that stairs angle open on a timing and catch teams off guard. So, or they might just feel like, you know what, we've got Amada, he's got a judge. We might just be able to brute force our way through, but changing up some of that Vice util, moving it over towards B this round, wanting to try to see if they can catch NRG with a different idea, but so far it's C all the way.
A pivotal exact. Let's go ahead and listen into NRG.
Look. No, I didn't hear more. I didn't hear. Walk away. We're gonna go back front B and pop B. Alright. Brock, I think you stay C.
Alright, I hear you.
They have A-line, yeah?
They could have it.
Yeah,
they could have it.
No problem.
What's the point of the device for?
No, they don't. There's a guy fucking stairs.
Retrieving flash.
We're gonna start from here. I'm prowling and we're going.
Okay,
was there a wall on C? Was there a wall on C?
No. There's probably a wall.
Listen to me. Oh, Gio, TP across as soon as we prowler and Omen flash vent. I'm going vent.
There's two still C, guys. Two C.
Behind the box.
Here comes the exact entry from Mana.
Oh, nice.
He's able to fight him with that judge, but the wall pop delays him even further. Meanwhile, TP from Kiko. He's arrived over towards the spawn.
But Ethan's calling is actually good though. I know it's good because he won championship and all that, but like his calling, I like it.
The pit is well invested into this. It's a pivotal one, and there it is. Kiko.
He's actually like macroing and microing so much. That's Kiko.
2v3, Zeus's presence noted. And Sociable will fall. And this is a gargantuan, nigh impossible task, and Zeus will have to just back away. NRG taking their time, assessing the situation. They make a quick pivot, and that will earn them map point.
Love the idea here. And they kind of suss it together right as they're thinking about making the execute that, wait a minute, we didn't pop the Vice wall yet. Okay, let's still see if we can at least get Mata 1, see if we can clear some space. You heard them talking about, hey, let's send the Paranoia in towards vents. It hits, it gets Mata the kill, it gets the Odin out of the equation. Even though he's traded quickly, that's thrown FUT off guard. They're trying to rotate, and it's a quick decision to pivot by Ethan to go over to the C site. Instead, use that TP that I was talking about in that space between the back of C and B, where FUT just completely disregards it. Nobody's looking for it.
And it's a great individual call from Mana, just asking for exactly what he needs to get that entry through. Yes, he ends up getting traded, but that's that tipping point. That's what just set TP on the reposition. NRG will just slow.
Well, got signal.
Work their way out, but
Scuba, damn it, Scuba.
Himself his second kill, and Zeus is tagged to 10.
Oh yeah, no, NRG wins this map. There's no way NRG loses this one. It was a close game.
What a read there from NRG.
He needs to go absolutely crazy, and he can find nothing. Just a lick of damage.
Back B.
Everybody else pristine. Nightfall now going to be sent out. Sociable to get caught by that. Has the Paranoia through, but now Paint Shell at his back. He is dead.
Ace. Look.
Cannot find anything.
The
To a very close mount. NRG. They take the opener 13-11.
A bit labored, but once NRG got their foot underneath of them,
holy cow.
Looked like the team we know they are.
And now FUT, their backs up against the wall.
There is thunder outside. And it's raining massively bad. And the wind. Oh my god.
Might just take this 2-0.
I feel bad for the VCT, but I'm literally like stuck inside it basically. Or like trapped.
Tired of
That is
off-season
crazy.
blues once Champs is over? Fear not, because Valorant is coming to the Esports Nations Cup, where players split from their clubs and compete for national pride.
Right, so I'm trying to figure out how this magnet best works for wingman. If I do like this, hold on, so if I put magnet like this, right, and then wingman here, okay, I got it. But if I was putting backwards on that magnet, you'll, yeah, okay, I got it. I understand now. So I leave this, we go in like that. Wait, no. It goes like that. Yeah. You must double check I actually got it. So if I was to do it on this arm now. Yeah, I got it now. I'm fine. Now I actually know how to get him perfectly sitting on me. Sort of. Okay, imagine playing Valorant with Wingman. Bro, this thunder is insane. Chat, I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna go toilet real quick. Don't know how long I'll be. I'm gonna try to be quick, but I'll be right back, chat. I'll be right back.
Explore over 50 full-size kitchen displays at the UK's largest kitchen showrooms with 2 stunning locations in West Yorkshire and Oxford. Enjoy free refreshments, free Wi-Fi, and complete freedom to design your kitchen your way.
Good evening. I'm at the steps of the town.
Jen here with Bonker of NRG. Incredible macro from you guys, but just wanted to ask you, what is your read on FUT and their tendencies after Lotus?
We're just trying to keep it simple, honestly. They're a pretty straightforward team, and with that, they're just confident in their own game plan. They're confident taking gunfights and these things, so we're trying to not overthink about that and just sticking to our thing, our protocols.
Right, keep it simple.
Keeping it simple, easier said than done. We did get to hear Bonkar screaming, doing his iconic howl before the game starts.
His yahoos. I
Yes,
can't do it. My
yahoos.
voice will go off at yahoo.
Yeah, that's exclusively for Bonker there. But this was a highly competitive first map here. I think NRG ended up dropping more rounds than they probably should have, but they ended up clearing through in the end of Lotus.
Yeah, I think that compositionally, I think NRG have the much stronger composition. I think they have the better theory there. And I think that only scraping through at 13-11 there is a worrying sign, despite getting that map win. Like, this is a team that we expect to be going deep at this tournament, not scraping through the Swiss stage, not scraping through a map win on a Lotus where I think they were the heavy favorites.
Yeah, you also said that they were probably one of the better teams on Lotus, one of the best teams in this Swiss stage. And I think that FUT were able to kind of poke some holes through that throughout this match.
Well, one player that we were highlighting who's been performing fairly well, win or lose, is Scuba. So let's take a look at our HyperX Reflex moment of today.
Looks like he's going to be happy about this one. Nice little judge cleanup there from Scuba. Not necessarily the most beautiful round of all time, but got them quickly.
Got the job done.
I mean, anything to guarantee that second round. We've seen FUT be very, what's the word? Dangerous in those kind of rounds previously, where they can win out force buys and whatnot.
It was the strange guns today, the Odin and the
Yeah.
Judge, that was catching FUT off guard quite a lot in this series.
Yeah, definitely. And for NRG, we were talking about, you don't want to see them scraping by, but that's kind of what was happening, especially with their retakes, and also why it ended up being so close, Minnie.
Yeah, they were heavily advantaged in some of these retakes, and they just couldn't close them out. And I think that a team with the caliber of these players, the caliber of this team, losing 2v5s like this, not peeking together, not being able to out-aim FUT, to me is slightly embarrassing coming out from NRG.
Yeah, and you see some hero round plays coming out from FUT as well, right? Being able to win out those rounds, and maybe we were needing to see a little bit more of that. But even this round in particular, NRG throwing a Visal into the mix where Costali's actually able to pick up a couple of kills.
Scuba's not
with
even
the
checking the
Bandit
back
here.
of the site. I don't really understand
Yeah,
what is
there's
happening in some of these rounds, honestly.
Fundamentals slipping away from NRG there as well, and yeah, they've been able to close out the map, but I think, like you said, Minnie, there was moments of desperation coming out from them where FUT had made them so scared to a point that they were having to invest ultimates into rounds such as that.
And I could see a few Kiko fans here in the audience, and it looks like the fan buff is coming into a bit of an effect here.
Yeah, he's playing well once again, but I hope that it's like about everyone stepping up together. I think there is a little bit of better individual form here for NRG, but clearly some of the fundamentals are still missing. Like, this isn't the NRG that we've been seeing in those deep runs. This isn't the NRG we saw in that lower bracket run. There's still some problems, and I think there is a sigh of relief from the NRG fans coming out of that map.
Oh, definitely. And FUT must be kicking themselves a little bit here. Let's see what Coach Vlad has to say ahead of map 2.
Here with Vlad of FUT. Vlad, I feel like Lotus could have gone either way. Why do you think it slipped away from you guys? And what are some aspects of your game from Lotus are you planning to continue on for Haven?
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, it could have gone either way. Just 1 or 2 rounds, being more careful, we could have won the game actually. On Haven, I don't think they stand a chance.
Oh, okay, I love the confidence from you. And for us, Haven awaits.
Oh, I love that confidence there. FUT is not dismayed after that first map loss. Sometimes some teams, when it's so close, they can not really mental reset as well. But it looks like Vlad is very happy with this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why FUT picked this map, but NRG are undefeated on this map so far. I believe it's 3-0, so there are no slouches there. But I do think that there are definitely weaknesses in NRG's game. I think that they are far too passive, especially on that defense side. They don't push out early on. They don't go for pushes out in the mid-round, and that is what FUT excels at on this map. I think they are a very good Haven team because it suits that Turkish aggressive style.
I don't know about you, Minnie, but I'm getting a little bit worried about this. Oh, we could have been able to close out that map. That seems to be happening to FUT so far throughout this event. But as you mentioned, NRG, flawless win rate on this map in Americas. 3-0, I believe it was. But looking at this agent select that we have up here, we're keeping an eye on Zeus and Sop. These have been the kind of stars of the show throughout this series. And then NRG, we're going to get to see Kiko on the Phoenix, which we've been ranting and raving about.
Yeah, but it's NRG starting on this defense, and as I said, I think they are way too passive when they play this map. They are flooding their rotations sideways. If FUT have a game plan here to fake out a little bit, that will catch NRG off guard. The other thing is that FUT could just go for their normal exec style and just overwhelm those sites, but NRG might be quick enough with the rotation. So that is the kind of chess match that I'm looking to see here. I want to see NRG pushing out a lot more though.
That is so interesting. Like you said, NRG is a really strong haven, but even you see the gaps in the strategy there. Let's see what happens as we send to the second map. The destination is Haven.
Haven indeed. FUT have looked very strong on this map thus far, but as the desk was pointing out, NRG, no slouches either, have not suffered a loss on it yet. Will that continue, or can FUT push this the distance, send it all the way to a map 3, a settle on fracture, determine who goes forward and who goes home. This needs to be a big one for the Turkish squad.
Yeah, I was really keyed in on this map if it was going to be picked by FUT in the draft, because they've been so good on it here, especially in London, but in general, the NRG are really, really solid fundamentally, even though they might not be as aggressive as you'd like. You are going to get some damage in. Scuba, though, not going to stick around. The whole plan here, play for retake if you can't guess correctly on which side of the map they were going to try to rotate to. Are going to have that trip back there for Yedajay if they try to push in along, but maybe just a clear of it. No, they're just going to try to go through garage. Big push coming, and this paranoia could be brutal.
See how many it can connect on. Blaze wall going to be set up to try to escort them off some of those forward sight lines. Paranoia now sent out. Sop, however, taking that point contact, will be able to find the first. Ethan's going to be taken down. Mata able to find one, but Yedajay quickly trades it out, and Zeus trades it up. FUT very swiftly dispatch NRG. And they find another pistol win for themselves, starting off the map 1-0.
Yeah, just a rough situation to break through there for NRG. Great post-plant setups. You have all your util left still as a FUT, so can really slow them down. Keep those angles completely smothered. And absolutely really nice. Yep, just how you draw it up. Coach is trying to get him. Yep, keep it going, keep it going. We'll see. Looks like NRG just gonna try another aggressive long A push early, at least try and funnel some of these orbs into Kiko. Get that run it back available, maybe.
And just the second charge. Sop shifting over, makes a bit of noise here. Dropping down. Curveball could absolutely wreck him, and Kiko does have that one in hand. I just suspect that this is going to be a deep drone forward to try to spot this out, but a 3-player high-low. Just pyramiding this one, and that's going to be Sop eliminated. Now the curveball in, the headshot found. Zoo's going to be taken down. Paranoia connecting, Sociable just trying to spray and pray, holding down M1. The Blaze Wall, however, ends up cutting them off. And that's going to be a stray shot being found as Kiko and Mono will both be eliminated. Weapons have recovered. As Ethan just pushed up against the smoke, trying to utilize the right clicks, but eventually is going to be found. The key weaponry still going to be carried over as FUT now shift into position to try to get this plant going, and Scuba, see if he is going to be able to make this a little bit rougher around the edges for the Steam. Peek out, nothing found.
30 seconds.
Trying to play it quietly. Does get Yedajay. Sally will be there for the counter swing. So damage found, a good round overall for NRG, but FUT still do manage to get the 2-0 start.
This could have gone a lot worse for FUT. The Blaze Wall there, man, I don't know.
A bit of miscoordination, perhaps.
Yeah, that paranoia hits so much. Maybe they just don't expect it to, and they're just trying to reset or something like that. But oh man, that could have gone so much worse for FUT. They're lucky to come out of that as unscathed as they did, and this is a
So it took me a lot longer to get back in the Well, oh,
Very
but
quick
we won
into
2
this,
rounds.
try to
Okay.
establish that presence on this defender's side. Turn this ship around. Is this time around though? NRG has been showing tons of presence.
I can forget something, but I don't know what.
This time just gonna leave Brock to his own devices.
So was being done a lot yesterday by
I'll
Full
go check out
Sense, trying
halftime.
to get that operator into Primmy's hands
Or like
as early as they possibly
next time
can.
up.
Whether or not Mata's going to be able to get that same amount of value.
I don't want to be gone for like half the stream, bro.
To be witnessed as a swing in, and Brock will be the first to fall. Stop able to find it. He does get a little bit of damage in, but
Nice,
Mata
Mata.
strike, finding him there from that connector side. Face forward though in the back sight. Zeus will clean one up. Mata just looking for timing as he does get ping revealed by the drone and has to give that space over. As Kiko now clearing the tripwire. Letting Foot know, yes, you are potentially being boxed in, but he's going to be rerouted back through B.
I think you already got to consider a save here as NRG. I don't think it's worth.
If they can kill one, there's a chance. But because the high-low under hell and then the crossfire isn't quite.
Will try to find something. Zeus is going to be taken down.
Okay.
From out in heaven.
They gotta know, right?
Mata, maybe if you can continue to have them lined up. It's going to be Scuba.
Nice, Scuba! Let's go, Scuba! Let's go!
4 kills found on the Cypher.
Fucking goat.
Deny what was looking like an assured bonus conversion.
Stand up, Scuba. Stand up, Scuba. That's all you, brother.
Eat my words here. This is crazy good stuff from Scuba. I thought this had no chance. But he's so clean with it.
Kiko is more excited about it than Scuba is.
Oh my. Yeah.
And you gotta be just rolling over at the moment.
Like, bro.
You gotta start getting concerned because, oh boy, NRG, they have their confidence.
And now they've got the big guns. Got the Odin. They kept the op. It's a little bit of damage off that initial spray. Being thought about here, 4 foot.
They've got that run it back. Another critical tool to try to tie this up. Shock forward in case there's that trip here on FB main, but none to be found.
I'm not sure how much the game going with chat. Watch chat because I need to go somewhere as well.
Yeah, you're in a good position here as NRG. You've got an ult cycle in your favor. It's just can you get it to go before Foot gets into theirs? Scuba way on the other side.
Because it's my mom's birthday at the end of the month. I haven't got anything yet.
Very cautious.
And I need to go out with my brother to go get us some stuff for birthday.
Mata again, just
So.
pulling back to a deeper angle, but NRG are getting the read. Stacking this side as that smoke just blew. Paranoia connecting on the nothing. They're running back now, going to be sent the curveball. However, gets turned away from Zeus. Will end up finding that snapback, and Mata just trying to go into timing again. Ends up getting caught. Great shot to be found. Looking on that shock dart. Not going to be finding too much of anything as Zeus.
But they're playing this very well.
Deliver, finds a kill onto Ethan. The operator again is coming up shy to the mark here for Kiko, who's going to be forced away.
Kiko has to save.
That corner. And this time,
Yeah, that's me and NRG save in general.
the call. A 3v5, not going to be good enough. They backpedal away and go for the save as Foot will move up 3-1.
This is exactly some of the problems that the desk was talking about here, where because you're not taking aggressive early space, because you're playing so passive, playing for that quick retake off the back of the Phoenix ult, you can't get anything out of it. Foot just really disciplined in these post plants, as we've seen on this map time and time again. Other than that bonus, they have looked really sharp. And they're gonna come away with all their guns. Only 3 left over for NRG, so starting things off on the right foot, and yeah, immediately Bonkar wants to talk this one over.
Yeah, I can't blame Bonker for doing it. NRG is making so many mistakes. Actually not good from NRG.
Already seeing, you got to establish a little bit more presence at long A. You've got to at least make them consider it, so they just don't get sites for free like that. I get the idea, I do, where you're playing off of the Phoenix ult.
Like the one time I support NRG, they are letting me down. Like,
got to be a
what am I meant to do?
more proactive in the early part of the game, especially with that op there that can give you that early advantage.
Yeah, I mean, if
Oh, didn't who is it? I think maybe Monster had the new song coming out, which I think already came out already actually.
that entry, so we're just having to fight forward.
Yeah, Sugar, Honey, Iced Tea. It's an album. Oh, it's a single album.
Retakes are not going to be nearly as reliable, especially now that
I want to listen to it, but I'm gonna get DMCA striked on YouTube, so we're gonna do it another time.
Especially on this map, the way he pilots it, it's not just the shooting, it's the decision making with the refracts and the timings on when he wants to go in, when he's going to get information, when he's pulling back, like all these things that he does really nicely that set FUT up for success in the big picture scheme of things.
He's been the most convincing one off the top of my head at this tournament so far.
Hands
as
down.
far as Waylay is concerned, and I mean, his Ray's also nothing to shake a stick at. Neural theft, the blades nearly there for NRG. But the overall ult cycle very much favors FUT at this point.
And you're one away here from a convergent paths. That could be what they're teeing up for here. Deep shock dart. Doesn't clear because the trip is in the corner. Does give you that convergent path though. Doesn't hit Scuba.
Hey.
Not going to be hitting anything. Saturate neither.
Scuba!
He will be able to strike completely unawares. Our FUT finds an opening kill. The ping reveals the neural theft immediately gets invested. Oh! In the backside though, and Saab is able to find that kill. And Crystalli comes away with 2 eliminations.
I gotta save. Unless they can kill one more. If they can kill one more, what's not Crystalli, then it's winnable.
Spike is going to be planted, and that's Crystalli getting the spike in.
I know it's winnable.
Scaling forward, able to find one tailwinds over the side, avoids that damage from the garage side. 2-blade set. Crystalli able to
Matter what you doing, bro?
but now a 1v1.
Brock didn't hit the TP. Brock didn't hit the TP.
Brock had heard that one. He still thinks that he's in garage.
No. Brock, please. Please.
Playing quietly himself. Smoke will fall.
Let's go, Brock. Let's go.
Gets them over the line.
Oh, let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go.
NRG will take another step towards tying this up.
It's a little bit messy, but they get there in the long run. The early round idea here, I think they knew exactly what FUT was going to be calling off that convergent pass because of that setup that Scuba has. Tucked into the corner, knows that that convergent pass is going to hit back sight, not on the plat. So he's able to just tuck in there, do some early damage. And it's Brock again, the hero with the Odin.
It's the same setup that Scuba had run in the previous round, but they never went to that side of the map. They didn't scout it. They weren't conditioned for it at all. It ends up being brilliant. Now his own Hunter's Fury online. There was a consideration for a brief moment for that Outlaw, knowing that NRG are not going to be able to afford those full armors on the players, but Sop is just going to be dead off the rip.
Beautiful.
That's what we're talking about, trying to get that early space.
Get that early pick, too. A little bit of a change in the setup this time. Scuba further back. Other trip can be connected to between the boxes.
We'll get the spot out, Zeus. Needing to remove that. Util gets cleared. Spike can be brought forward. But Hunter's Fury going to be sent in response, just delaying, allowing for NRG to get completely corralled over on this side of the map. Final pulse not to be found. Swing in the window though, Yeta J finding one. The curveball going to be turned away from, but Kiko still able to get his feet and find that elimination. Spike now in play. Crystalli backpedaling out into that C-long cubby. Hunter's Fury can find value from here. Molly at his feet. Zeus having to reposition. Hunter's Fury going to be used early, but
no,
Zeus
boys.
has the transfer. Push the ball up over the top though. Ends up getting picked.
Come on.
Kiko.
Kiko's literally throwing us around right now.
Brings us back into a 2v1. A single shock dart, all that he's got. The defuse being started. Scuba to play protect. Peeks in though and isolates it down. The retap. It's already held to half. He's waiting it out, swings it, wins it. And Crystalli will pull up the Red Bull clutch to stave off NRG.
Oh boy. Thought for a moment there, maybe NRG had got it done, but FUT able to gum up the works here at Garage. That really slows things down in Zeus. What a position, but then a big answer back from Kiko. Some really nice individual moments on both sides of the coin. Crystalli plays that very, very nicely. And a little bit of a, I'm not sure if they just guessed incorrectly there for NRG on which side of the alley he was on.
Yeah, ends up playing on the wrong side, gives that angle over. Kiko falls, and then from there, easy pickings. And now that Outlaw absolutely going to be online, but it's going to be Zeus just spraying into the smoke, finding one. Ethan now going to be taken down. One bullet still remaining in this one, will fire that off. That one's over to the corner, but now the neural tap's going to be invested. They try to make their exit, but Mono cannot escape. Brock line it up. Bounds around the back of sight, but Zeus is already there.
Zeus, that's actually clean.
Round for
That was clean.
To now start to snowball this even further. He's almost got another convergent pass.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of making it a little too easy here for FUT, because you've shown this exact same play a couple times where you're going to try to scale up long A with a lot of players, and this time FUT has an answer dialed in. They've got the util usage to get the reveals. They've got the spam early because they suspect that that could be the play, just like they saw in a previous eco. They are absolutely correct, so they are not fooled in the slightest. What is effectively a triple down from NRG on that strat.
Not sure if we lowered the lights, but Ethan going to be asking for those to be made a little bit brighter at the moment. Has not been able to find any impact here. 0 and 7.
Rough
look of it.
After being so solid on Lotus there. This time tucked into the back of sight. Sop has the blades available. Top end Odin again.
Run it back though is going to be committed very early, and FUT say, okay, that's fine. We'll just let you come sprinting out. Ethan though, okay, will be able to find his first. Kill on a Crystallian so far. Scuba completely unnoted as well, tucked into this cubby. Seems like there is some suspicion from Sop. As he's going to go pushing forward to try to clear out this angle, and the blades will connect.
Scuba.
Spike planted.
Finds that kill, gets him into a 4v4 as the spike is going to be planted just from the shadows available for NRG. As J laid on this lurk. Molly going to be set. He plants his feet though.
Okay.
Immediate dink into the spray down. Kiko now eliminated. Getting some of this weaponry. Again for NRG, they need to find some value sooner rather than later. Otherwise, they're going to have to go for a save. J just jumping around the corner quickly. Works his way out to safety. Ethan will be able to find a
Ethan. Ace. 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 Ace.
Now is in for this one. J trying to hold the garage.
Oh.
What a way to come alive. 0 kills going into the round. He finds a 4K and gets NRG up to 3.
Oh, there you go. Somebody must have turned up the lights for Ethan on that one, because he is lights out there.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Woo-hoo-hoo. He has had some nasty ones today. That's got to be frustrating. I mean, FUT reads this round really nicely. They've got a lot of the flanks covered. They're trying to really just hold the line in so many different of these spread angles that NRG's trying to take. And they win some of them. I mean, J there outdueling Kiko after he gets mollied off the position. Beautiful, but just got outdone by Ethan.
Virgin Path's going to be dodged by one, but not by Brock.
Unlucky Brock.
Hold his own. Meanwhile, the operator's still going to be here.
Nice Madder. Oh, Madder's dead. Madder's dead. Wait, no. That's a good save from Kiko. Oh, unlucky Ethan. Bro, Zeus is a Terminator. Zeus is a Dominator, bro. But I need energy mid-check. I need to go. So I'm gonna do a quick read on Jimmy. I do appreciate everyone coming by. Sorry, I had the stream again ended like halfway through map 2 of NRG versus FUT, but I gotta go. So yeah, I do appreciate everyone coming by, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.